The focus I want to have on today is the word restaurant. We are a restaurant company. What does restaurant mean? What does the word restaurant mean? The word restaurant means to restore. Restore. What a great responsibility it is. What a great honor it is. I've been in the restaurant business for 46 years, and that's how I look at it. To be a leader, you must first be a servant. There is no greater honor in life than to serve. And trust me, as you get older, you realize that's what life is about, is serving others. When someone comes in here, of course they're coming in for food. We know that, right? Because that's what we sell. We sell them food. But we sell a lot more than just food. We sell a connection. They're here for 1 hour and 45 minutes, average table. I have 1 hour and 45 minutes to make a connection with you. Impact your life. You might be having a bad day. You might just got word that you got cancer. This might be your last meal out and about. It is the greatest responsibility we have is to touch the lives of the people that come in here and restore them and build a connection. That's why I love this business, because I have the privilege of touching lives. The responsibility is just not to our guests. The hospitality starts first and foremost among each other. I have to serve you. I have to serve you. You have to serve each other. You cannot get here from here to there until you learn to serve each other and love on each other and be a team. Once we perfect loving on each other and serving each other and building connections, this part becomes a lot easier. My business partner and I have been friends for close to 35 years. How I met him was through a guest complaint. Walked up to a table and said, "What's wrong? What can we do for you?" And that's how the connection was made. 35 years later, we're in business together and we're friends. Every complaint is an opportunity to win them. Every complaint is an opportunity to make a connection. And I just want to charge you, every one of you guys, I want to charge you with this. Take it seriously. And just remember, you're working at a restaurant, and their job is to restore them when they walk in the door. And that's where it starts. That's what separates us. Anybody can build a building. Anybody can do this. Anybody can build a building. Anybody can furnish it. Anybody can pick a piano. Anybody can pick a wallpaper. But nobody can duplicate this one thing that we do. Nobody can duplicate that portion, which is the hospitality, because we're going to teach you genuine from the heart. And when we practice on you, you'll get to practice it on others. But I will tell you this. We're here to serve you. We're here to love on you. We're here to make you feel at home, be a good employer, and expect you to pass this on to our guests and to each other. I think Manny just puts us at about 650 people, 700 employees as a company. It's amazing. We have 2 other restaurants that are going to open right after, well, not right after, but a few months after this. So we have a lot of great opportunities in this company. I want to thank you all, and that's all I got to say for today. Thank you all.
All right, we're gonna get this thing kicked off. Let's start with the mission statement real quick. You're gonna see this, hear this, and live by this for the next forever, honestly. As long as you're working for FMK, this is what we stand by, okay? Our mission is to serve our guests with genuine hospitality. We achieve this through the spirit and integrity of our people and rewarding environment. That's it. Hospitality is our #1 focus within FMK. Next up, we have Mr. Stephen Mahalik and Mr. Rick Bryan. They're gonna go over some procedures on FMK and how we operate. So,
Uniforms, and Mr. Rick's going to go over your uniform standards and requirements, okay?
All right. Dress code. Your personal appearance and hygiene is reflecting the company. Make sure everyone is clean, neat, perfectly pressed shirts, perfectly nice clean pants, no cargo pants, no jeans, black pants, black non-skid polishable shoes, black socks, no ankle showing, please. Your ties and shirts got to be clean, pressed, and presentable. Your grooming and hygiene. Also, hair's got to make sure you put your hair back. Make sure you shave properly every day. Those of you who have beards, make sure they're trimmed out perfectly every day. As you can see, our models here, we have Brittany and we have CJ. Just to give you an idea of what a uniform should look like. Nice, clean, pressed, perfectly set. Same thing with this. Hair pulled back nicely, clean shaven and trimmed up. No visible tattoos. For anyone that's having direct contact with a guest, no visible tattoos. Make sure we get them covered. Your nails, please keep them trimmed and polished. Decorated to be painted, decorated in solid colors only. No nail extensions, please. Anything that might drop into food, anything like that. Same thing with earrings and piercings. No piercing except for 2 earrings in each ear. Other than that, any other piercings, lip piercing, the tongue piercing, anything else you have has got to be removed before you start your day. If you need an accommodation based on religion or anything else, please see me, and then we'll go on from there. Okay?
We're going to have Mr. Juan come up here and show you a back-of-house uniform as well.
There we go.
So back-of-house uniform is a nice, clean FMK shirt that we will provide for you. FMK hat. We also provide black pants, black shoes, non-slip. So he's got the proper uniform on for back-of-house as well. Okay? Thank you, Juan.
Thanks, Juan.
Entering the building, employees all come in through the back door. We don't come in through the front door. When you come in for work, please be in full uniform and ready to go. Smoking policy, we do allow for smoke breaks, but we have certain hours that you are not allowed to smoke, between 12 and 2, between 4 and 8 during our busy dinner hour and busy lunch hour. The smoking area is out behind the back of the building, just to the right. There's like a little alcove right there that you can take your smoke breaks in. For social media, we have our own marketing department that will post anything related to the business. So do not post anything personal or directly related to Bella Vita or your job. That's something that the marketing will handle. For employee breaks and eating, we do allow for an area for you to take your break off the clock. It's not going to be in the guest vision. We're not going to be sitting in the bar area having our lunch break. We also do not allow to-go boxes. So if for some reason you don't have time to take your break, we don't allow to-go boxes out the back door. So you do have to eat your food that is discounted in the building. Cell phones and music devices, keep your cell phone. I know everybody has a cell phone and they got to use it and they have to make calls and whatnot. Not in the dining room, not in front of the guest. If you need to take a quick call, let one of your managers know. Hey, I got to take a quick call. Have someone watch your station. So on and so forth. We just don't want to be down around the dining room taking phone calls. Of course, no profanity or foul language. When you talk about no call, no shows, that is when you are scheduled for a shift and you don't call in, you don't let the managers know ahead of time that you need to miss a shift, you're sick, you got something going on. Please make sure you have every manager's cell phone and information so you can get in contact with them at any time. Open door policy is basically if you have an issue, a concern, a question, we have an open door policy. Please come and talk to us. If for some reason you don't feel comfortable talking to one manager, you can talk to Rick. If you can't talk to Rick, I'm always available as well. We want everyone to feel welcome and safe and want to come to work. If you have any kind of issues, please let us know right away. Paychecks, we get paid every Friday. We have a normal pay week of Monday through Sunday, and you get paid every single Friday. That's one great thing about working here. You don't have to wait 2 weeks for a paycheck. All of your server tips and bartender tips that are on the credit cards will go onto your paycheck.
As far as alcohol goes, if you're working in the restaurant, you cannot be in your own restaurant. So for example, if you want to come in for dinner, come to Bella Vita for dinner, you want to come into the dining room, sit down in the dining room, have dinner, have a glass of wine, that's fine. But you can't come in and sit at the bar or bar tables at Bella Vita. At another location, that's fine, but in your location, you cannot. So just make sure if you're going to come in for dinner, please make sure you sit in the dining room if you're going to have a alcohol cocktail. And only if you're off duty. Anybody on duty, please don't get caught drinking. That's not a good idea. Really not a good idea. And please make sure anyone who is underage, make sure that we're following proper policies even for our employees, that we make sure we check their IDs and make sure everybody is proper. Also, when we come to responsible serving of people, please make sure that we know what we're doing when we're serving people. If someone looks like they're intoxicated, stop serving them. Go to one of your managers and say, hey, I don't feel comfortable serving Johnny over here. We'll come over, make an assessment, and we will make that decision. I understand your managers will back your play. If you feel you're with that guest a lot more than we are, we're coming up after 10, 15 minutes of them being there if you're already interacting with them. So if you feel that they're intoxicated, come to one of your managers, we'll make that decision, and we will stop serving them. Anything, and also with anyone at that table, if you see someone giving that person a cocktail after we've already shut them off, then let us know again, and we will ask them to leave. Okay, do not serve guests who are under legal age limit. Questionable age, they make sure, if you even think, 40 or under, I would look at, if you even think that they might be, card them. The last thing we want is any problems with IDs and anything like that. If anybody is under the influence of alcohol or drugs, if you see they're all banged up, don't serve them. We don't want to be that, we don't need that liability at the restaurants. Never overserve a guest. If you see someone, you had a couple of cocktails and you see they're starting to get a little loopy for other reason, stop. Again, get your manager and we'll deal with it. Any violations of this will result in disciplinary action. So please make sure you do this, because we will document if we see the fact that you're consistently overserving people, bartenders especially. That's going to be a real problem.
All right, so we do have a few benefits here at Bella Vita and FMK in general. We do offer hourly PTO. So hourly PTO works if you are a full-time employee, 34 hours average per week. After 1 year, you will receive 40 hours worth of PTO. So you can actually take a vacation and get paid for it even as an hourly employee, okay? We do offer company health insurance. Also for full and part-time employees can get health insurance after your 60 days, I'm sorry, 60 days. So you'll sign up online for that and pick your benefits that you like. And we do have a 401k plan that you can choose to participate in as well. There is no company match with the 401k, but you can save for your own retirement that way as well.
All right, we're going to go into hospitality real quick. I'm going to bring up two of the managers within our organization that live, breathe, everything in their being is hospitality and making an impact on people. Most of the time you ask yourself, what is hospitality? It's the business that we're in. No, hospitality is a feeling. It's not something that you can measure. It's not something that you can train. It's just genuinely caring about an experience and making an impact on the guests that they will remember forever. It's not a big extravagant thing. Sometimes it's small, simple little details, remembering the guest's name, bringing the kids' food a little bit early, just genuinely caring for the tables and the guests that walk in the door every single day. And we achieve that through all of you, and if you all are in this business, you all came here because you have a sense of belonging in regards to serving people, right? We are all servants of the people who walk in the door. First of all, Mr. Paul Baum here, he's going to talk to you a little bit about hospitality, what it means to him, and you're up, my good man.
Welcome to FMK. Who's never worked with us before? All right, we got a lot. Welcome. I've been with the company about 3.5 years now. Started at Chop House. Worked at every restaurant except the country clubs and Scooples. I think me and Robert both have worked at all of them. So I'm excited to be part of the opening team and learn how we're going to do it from the get-go. Hospitality for me, I've been doing it for so long, from Miami to Orlando, Atlanta, is sincerity, genuineness, making sure every challenge is met quickly, making sure everybody's safe, from you guys to the guests. Hospitality starts with us to each other, for me. You know, it's getting a door for somebody, helping somebody get waters for their table, answering a phone for the hosts, doing what you can to make everybody here's job easier and make everybody have fun. I like to have fun. So I'm here 10 hours a day, at least. So for me, it's genuineness, sincerity, having fun, and having a sense of family. So I welcome everybody, and I'm looking forward to this.
Thank you, Paul. All right. So next up, you have Mr. Robert Jagger. He was bestowed the FMK Ambassador of Hospitality by a very simple act. I'll give you a short version of what happened. There was a guest dining in our establishment. Mr. Jagger was manager on duty. They had gotten some, guests had gotten some information that was a little off-putting. Unfortunately, somebody had passed in their family while they were dining with us, and they wanted to finish their meal, but you could tell that they were sincerely upset and not enjoying their experience within our four walls. Mr. Robert Jagger took it upon himself to go get some champagne, go over to the table, let them know that they are very valued and that he felt terrible about the situation that was going on while they were dining with us. They all cheersed in memorial for the person who passed away. So that's that extra little touch, that extra little caring and compassion that makes hospitality sincere and from the heart. And Jagger is nothing but heartfelt. You'll notice that throughout your training, and he's up to tell you about hospitality.
All right, woo woo, everybody. Okay, hello. Well, it's big up here. I feel important. Okay, so hospitality. All right, we're all in the business. We're all here. You know, we used to have one of our managers used to say we get paid to throw a party, but in a way, that's the truth. Guests are coming in here, especially a nice restaurant. I mean, if you look around, it's absolutely gorgeous in this restaurant. It couldn't be any nicer looking. They're coming here. To us, sometimes we get under the impression that, it's just dinner. It's just lunch. We're here. People have experiences here. We don't know what happened before they came in here. It could be a very important meal for them. It could just be lunch. We're here to provide genuine hospitality to people. It's what we like at FMK. We can teach you how to wait tables and stand straight and look pretty. But teaching this is hard. Hard is very important. I want a little quick story, and this is really genuine hospitality, and this just happened a couple weeks ago, so it's perfect. I worked at Chop House before I came here, and we have a server that was a transfer from Orange Blossom, from one of the country clubs to the restaurant. She's fantastic, always nice uniform, good standard, but very quiet and laid back. She's walking by a table. 50 people probably walk by this table. It's a small little table on the side over by the kitchen. People are walking by there, head down, going all day long. Danka noticed that they needed service, they needed help. So what did Danka do? She stopped, talked to the guests, cleared a couple things off the table, made sure that they were okay. The guest was blown away by this, to the point where we had a wine feature for Austin Hope, which we have on our menu, which you all get to know. It's a $110 bottle of wine. That guest directed me to buy her a bottle of $110 bottle of wine. Why? Because she showed genuine hospitality. That's what this business is about, making people happy. They're coming in here. We want them to remember our experience. We want them to remember your smile, maybe the little story that you had to tell them about what happened last week. We know Susan's going to tell a lot of them, right, Susan? Right, we know that. So that's what we're here for. We're here to be efficient, take care of the guests efficiently, treat each other with respect, but show genuine hospitality. It really means a lot to myself, the management team, and FMK here, okay? It's our mission statement, to provide genuine hospitality. FMK, we ooze it. It's part of our body. It's part of who we are. All of the managers here, starting with Rick, PJ, Alicia, John, Justin, we all feel the same way. And it all starts at the top with Doug and John and Mikey and Steve and of course, Mr. Fred, okay? So welcome to FMK. You're part of a great team, I gotta tell you, okay?
Thank you, Robert Jagger. All right, so next up we have Mr. John McNeely. He is going to go through the training outline, what the next 5 days will look like, and the expectations for each day.
Hey guys, first I want to say congratulations to all of you guys for being selected to the Bella Vita opening team. Give yourselves a big round of applause. We started interviewing and hiring back in October. Who was hired back in October? October, a good handful of you. So thank you for sticking it out. I know it took a while, so thank you for sticking it out. All right, we want to go over your training and what your week is going to look like. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's 10 to 6. Every single day, we're going to be doing classroom training. So you're expected to be here 10 o'clock in full uniform every single day from 10 to 6. And then Friday and Saturday, we're going to be doing our mock services. Friday night will be dinner only, and Saturday will be all day, lunch and dinner mock service. Some of you will be picked to do 1 or 2 or both mock services. Some of you will be off on Friday and Saturday. Most of our newer employees that aren't transfers will be scheduled to do the mock service, okay? So that's the way our week is gonna look like. Sunday, we're off, everybody's off, and we open for business on Monday, okay? Let's go through our days of training. Today, orientation, we're gonna go through, of course, more hospitality, teamwork, and technology. At the end of the day, we'll go through Restaurant 365, your schedules, and Aloha. You'll get plenty of Aloha practice every day of training. We'll have trainers, and you can just practice in Aloha to get familiar with our computer system, okay? Every day, we're gonna have lunch together. And our chefs have been working really hard the last couple of months getting our menu just right and perfect. So we'll be having lunch together every day about 12, 1 o'clock, and we'll get to sample the food so you guys get to familiarize yourselves with the food, okay? Tomorrow, we'll go into points of service, steps of service, table procedures. Again, we'll have lunch together around 12 o'clock, and we're gonna wrap it up with some more technology and Aloha training. You get to role play a little bit. We'll start role playing at the tables, okay? And your next day of training, okay, this is gonna be a fun day. This is more of our liquor, beer, wine day, okay? Maybe we'll taste some specialty drinks, but we'll do that. And of course, we'll cook everything on the menu on this day. So it's really important that you hit this day because you get to see the whole entire menu. We got a lunch menu and a dinner menu, so it's hard to make everything in 2 or 3 days, but we're gonna make everything on this last day so you guys can take notes and get to know the menu. Now, your testing. Testing for you guys is gonna be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday on your menu and some other things. Don't be too stressed out about the test. You know, it's not, you don't do well, you're out. We're here to help you and support you. We got plenty of trainers. You can take a retake. We just want you to learn it, even if it takes you a couple of extra days, so you're ready to go and wait tables when you're done with the test, okay? And again, Rick will give you guys a schedule probably tomorrow by end of day, so you know if you're gonna be working those mock service shifts on Friday night or Saturday, okay? So you'll have a schedule by the end of the week for that. And that's your week of training, guys, okay?
Thank you, John.
All right.